Today on the channel, we're in the Christmas spirit with the Figura Obscura Ghost of Christmas Past.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Figura Obscura holiday unboxing and review. And today, we're doing a little special Christmas unboxing with the Ghost of Christmas Past, the latest and greatest from the Figura Obscura line. And of course, for all your Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legion, Figura Obscura needs, and everything else under the sun, make sure you're hitting up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Yes, 15%. And they had this the other day when I was in the shop. So check it out if you do need one over there at jaystoysandgames.com. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but unfortunately, my dad is not here for this unboxing. I tried, guys. I tried. I know a lot of you guys reached out saying we loved the Marley one last year. Could you get your dad over here for this one? Unfortunately, his schedule was booked every single minute. I said, Dad, just need like 10 minutes. And he said, no, I'm booked. I'm booked the whole month. Don't have time. So unfortunately, I got this shirt in his honor. I love my absentee father. I wish he was here today, but he is not. So we're going to have to power through on my own here. We'll see what ends up happening. We'll dive into it. We'll do the usual rigmarole here. You just won't have a little bit of history because you think I would have learned my lesson last year with Jacob Marley. I still haven't read A Christmas Carol. I haven't dived into any of that kind of stuff. That's what I hold my dad for. He knows that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, he's not here, and I dropped the ball picking up the mantle, learning the whole story and stuff. But I do know there's a Ghost of Christmas Present, Past, and Future. I remember that one at least. And it looks like we got the Ghost of Christmas Past. I guess I didn't realize it was a female, but I think it is up to interpretation. Whether you're watching a Disney one, you're watching a Scrooge, you're watching whatever it may be. Your mileage may vary, of course. But let's dive into this one. Very reminiscent of other Figura Obscura figures. You got the figure kind of sandwiched in with the power of magnets compelling us. Nice artwork, nice packaging design as usual from the Horseman team as well. We got a four-armed chick, and there's nothing better than a chick with 4 arms. Maybe a chick with 6 arms would be better. I don't know, but hey, how about that? 4 arms for her right here. Looking interesting for sure. Christmas Past, of course, is what it says. Have to imagine we'll get the rest of the characters the next couple of years. I guess we'll see what happens there. I would like to see a big Yeti figure or like a Sasquatch or a big snowman figure maybe in the future. We'll see how deep this line goes. Once again, in the future. It's all about the future, of course, but looking good there on the side of the package. Nice face hovering there. You get a little light. Let the light in, folks, on the back. Then we get a little bit of a story time back here, and I think it would be great if I could have had my dad here. He could have been upstairs by the fireplace in the old rocking chair. We could have had a fire going. He could have had his pipe going there, and he could have said, oh, hello, everyone. I want to tell you a story. That's what it played out in my mind. Just pretend. But I'm going to read a little of this. I'm not going deep. You can pause the video if you want to read some of this. It does say, as the clock told 1, the first of 3 spirits who Jacob Marley warned would visit Ebenezer Scrooge made their appearance in the miser's dark bed chamber. The room was suddenly filled with a brilliant light, and Scrooge looked curiously upon the unearthly visitor who stood before him. It's kind of like that Black Sabbath song back in the day. Very reminiscent of that, of course. And does anybody name their kid, animal, anything Ebenezer? Is that a name that is totally dead? Does anybody get named Ebenezer anymore? I have never met an Ebenezer, but man, I would like to. I would like to, for sure. And then, of course, they reference Jacob Marley. We'll bring him out in a little bit here. That was the one last year. But we got a lot more going on about these ghosts and stuff. But let's unbox this guy, or gal in this instance here. Now, of course, looking very, very cool with the packaging design. Big bubble window. In case the Ghost of Christmas Past comes and visits you, I would love it if she did. I would love to revisit that beautiful Christmas. Check out the video on the channel where my dad was there for that video. We talked about the greatest Christmas present I ever received in my entire life to this day. Check out that video. I would love to revisit that morning if I could. But boy, oh boy, that was an all-timer. But beautiful packaging there. But of course, as usual, you could take this out and the magnets hold everything in. You get a little background action right here. And I believe this is a lot of members of the old Four Horsemen crew there. Getting in there in some old-timey wear is what they're doing. So looking pretty cool there. A little bit of a backdrop action, if that is your thing. And then on the back, we got the old, warm, cozy house out there in the winter, looking extra cozy. They're just killing the environment, burning all that stuff. Who knows what they're up to out there. But we're going to dive in. We're going to pull her out of the package here. And as I said, it could be a her, it could be a him, depending on what interpretation you're watching. Uh-oh. We got the silica packet. Oh, nothing like getting a baked potato and ripping this open, putting a little of that on your baked potato. Oh, I wouldn't try that if I was you. See you later, goodbye. Heat up the joints. You gotta know, Spider-Man style. See you later, goodbye. Packaging, beautiful. I keep the packaging on the Figura Obscura stuff. Maybe you do as well. Off to the side, a gentle see you later. And then we get the old plastic prison out. We got a lot going on in here. We got the figure, extra head. We got the light, looking good. We got a little piece that fell out there. Behind the back, see you later, goodbye, looking nice. And then we do get some accessories, and we do get the book. Oh, we get the book. So we get the accessories right there. We do get this book. I'm going to pull the book out. Maybe. And we got tape all over the book. Nobody likes tape on their cards. Nobody likes tape on their books. I can tell you that much. Let's see what's going on here. This is a thick book once again. But it is cool. They give you a little bit of the story in here. See you later, goodbye. And that's what my dad said. Well, Kyle, if you can't explain it, just read the book in here. And I said, Dad, you know I can't read. That's our deep, dark secret that I'm totally illiterate. Somebody said in the comments of one of my videos that I was illiterate. And I don't know, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Maybe I have a full library I should show them my next collection tour. We'll see what happens there. But you got quite the War and Peace going on here, and I would love to sit by that fireplace and read all this separately. Maybe we could do that one day, but it is a nice, beautiful book that gives you her portion of the story, of course, and a little bit more information here and there. So very, very nice. Nice throw-in for everybody with this as well. Got to take some time reading that, I guess. Now, before I dive into this, we do get this black bag, and I believe that somebody, I think I read somewhere, maybe it was the Four Horsemen, said this was kind of the Easter egg surprise. Last year, there was something inside. It was like a diver's helmet that was inside of Jacob Marley's chest, and my dad and I sat here like, what the heck is this? I don't remember this in the story, is what my dad said. We couldn't figure it out. Then later on, we figured out it was a little Easter egg. I think we got a little Easter egg right here in a black baggie, which means extra danger here, of course. But what is it? Oh my gosh. So this could be a spoiler alert depending who you are, but I'm all in on this one here. It's an extra head, and it's a scary ghost of Christmas past with this head. Very scary, very nightmare fuel, almost like a female vampire is what it looks like, with one of those crazy teeth. It looks like one from one of those movies. I can't remember the movie, but very, very cool. I wasn't expecting that, and I didn't even think about the Easter egg till now, and I guess I stayed clear of it. So very nice to get surprised. Sorry I spoiled it all for you, but I did say spoiler alert ahead of time, so you can't fault me too much there. But we do get the extra head. But I'm going to take this offline, get her out of the package, and we'll be back talking all things the ghost of Christmas past. All right, let's dive into the ghost of Christmas past, and let's go with the accessories first. Let's start off with the hands. And coming out of the package, she's got 4 hands, and she's not afraid to use them, but she's got the splayed out, majestic hands. She's just going one of these. Got that out of there. Then traditional gripping hands on the other arms there. Now, we do get a Fist of Fury. 2 Fists of Fury for her. You never know when that ghost of Christmas past might just punch you in the face, give you the old left hook if you're not careful. She also has some kind of crawling hands here. Some of those going on. Might be perfect to use with this one if you want to. So very cool to see that. And then we get 2 more gripping hands here to match the other gripping hands. So choose your own hand adventure. A lot of choices need to be made with this figure and how you want to display it. Could be interesting. To me, you almost display her as the ghost of Christmas past for the Christmas season. Then the rest of the year, she gets to be the crazy vampire lady or something. Now, she does come with this Christmas leaf. Is this holly? Is this that? Or is it, I don't know. What is this exactly? It is something. I'm sure it has to do with the story. And this is where I would say, Dad, you got any answers for this? And then he'd sit here with some wise information and teach us all. Teach us all the ways of the past is what he would do. Unfortunately, I won't be here to do that today. But I guess she's going to cart this around and do something majestic with it. Who knows what she is? It could be mistletoe for all she knows, or all I know is she wants to give us a kiss under the mistletoe. It could be. You never know. You never know. Now, she does get a little staff here. Nice golden staff. Very ornate, of course. And you do got a little bit of a bell at the top. No bell inside, but I would imagine this is a bell. Or it's one of those things you put a candle out with. It's one of those kind of things. But this is her staff. This is what she's going to be using. Very ornate. Very nice right there. Now we do get this, and I guess another, I don't know what this is. This almost looks like an old-timey megaphone. You know, one of those kind of things we could sing into. Or go on a record player, who knows? But it could be a hat, too. It's like one of those old-school dunce hats. You remember those things? I remember I had a teacher in, like, 2nd grade, and she put a dunce hat on a kid one time and had him sit in the corner. It was a wild time. Also reminds me of in kindergarten, they used to spank kids. I never got spanked, but that went away after I was in kindergarten. That was crazy times back there. They had a paddle and everything. This is public elementary school. We also had a principal next to our kindergarten office, and he would sit there and smoke all day long, set off fire alarms all the time. Smoking in school. It was a wild time. It gave new meaning to Up in Smoke there. So very crazy times on that one. Diving into more accessories here, you get a little stage scene. This looks like something I'd see at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something like this. Oh, I'm going to build a Christmas village. I'm going to build a Christmas display. This is kind of what this looks like. You get a little street scene here, a little snow, a little pole here. Not sure if this lights up. This feels like something that would possibly light up. I can see that candle lighting. Doesn't seem to be the case, though. I don't see anything. I don't see any switches or anything, but still cool nonetheless. Gives a little bit more depth to the character and everything else, so I do like to see that. Now, finishing off right here, let's dive into these head sculpts. We already talked to the vampire lady. Now let's look at these. A very elf-like chick on this one here. Chick? Yeah, sure, why not? Lady. She does look kind of like a little bit like an elf or something, but she's got that very pale skin tone, but a very warm, kind of comforting look to her face. I mean, it's you don't feel scared by her or something. I don't know. Maybe that's just me once again. She's got all kinds of crystals going on. She's got a little hair harness thing. You got some twigs in there. She looks awfully magical. Awfully magical is the Ghost of Christmas Past, but she does look really good. I really like her whitish, grayish, kind of blue hair going on. That's a heck of a look. There's a lot of young chicks that dye their hair that way. I think it's a good look. So you girls that are doing that, keep it on with that one. I think it looks pretty good. So we do have that going there. Now the second head here, got the longer hair, but it looks like the Ghost of Christmas Past turned a little bit angry. She's got crazy scars and kind of cuts on her face and things. Looking a little bit more evil. Of course, all the whites in her eye there, like a young Undertaker. Definitely a little bit more spooky than this one, there's no doubt. And then the third and final head, I guess she shaved her hair, or it looks like the hair might be, you might be able to remove. Yes, it does look to be the case there. So you can remove the hair and you plug it on over here. So you get her in kind of the middle way of transition. So you got the hair that can plug in and out and plug into the head. But she's got one white eye, one regular eye. So it looks like she starts as this, transitions to this, transitions to that, and I guess finishes up over there. Choose your own adventure there. But you got a lot of different heads here. But as usual, I think the first head is the way I want to go to business with her here. It does look very, very nice. And I really do like that pale white skin tone on her against this beautiful dress and robe. Of course, long white robe here. Like she's getting ready to get married to Lando Calrissian or something is what it looks like. Beautiful wire in here. Just a very, very nice piece of business. And then you get her robe that she's wearing. Once again, very, very nice. Very, very ornate. You got some like tinsel here as a belt on her all wrapped around. Once again, has wire in that, so you can do all kinds of posability, whatever you want to do with that one. Very plain white dress, and then you take her clothes off. Yes, you do. She does have some gray underwear going on, and what she got going on up top? What do we got going on up there? Looks like she's got a little top up there as well. So for those wondering, I don't think I'll ever take this robe off her, but I guess you could do different things with this figure if you wanted to. You want to make her different ways, you can definitely do that. Now, her extra arms were kind of hidden behind the robe in the package there, but you can have them forefront if you want to, or you can kind of tuck them back there, hide them away if that is your thing. But she does have 4 arms. Once again, I don't know the story, but I don't remember anything about a 4-arm chick. But here we are, Christmas story getting crazy. Now, she doesn't wear any shoes. She likes to be barefoot, and she's got that going on. She's part hippie, is my guess. I think she's got a little of that hippie blood in her. I could be wrong. Articulation, of course, head's going to be removable. Back, forth, side to side, up and down. Of course, you can take all this off if you want to. You can mix, match, choose it. There's all kinds of different directions you can go with this figure if that is your thing. Sometimes to me, I don't like all these options. It just makes me want to buy multiple figures, but I'm gonna resist. And of course, next year I'm sure they'll have a retailer exclusive version of this one for those long gamers out there. Now our arms, of course, each one goes all the way around. Single jointed elbows, side to side. Hands removable, back and forth, side to side. I talked about the head, back and forth, side to side. Now we do get a little bit of waist articulation. Legs go side to side, up and down, back and forth. You got those single jointed knees there, a little side to side, nothing to write home about. Then you get the ankles up, down, back and forth, side to side. Now she doesn't come with a stand of any kind, but I do have a ringside collectible Mattel stand in front of me. Oh, she won't fit. Her hole's just too tight. Too tight of a hole on the Ghost of Christmas Past. She is not going to work for that. But I'm sure she might stand up with just a little bit of finesse. I'm sure that's usually what it takes there. Oh, look at that. Just like that. She's got a little bit of finesse. But a very fun looking figure here. Obviously, if you know the story, maybe it's a little funner for you. But it's one of these things, for me, I use my imagination. What's she up to? What's she doing? You never know. And of course, I did mention it early. We got the Ghost of Jacob Marley from last year. A very cool looking figure. And I guess we're going to keep on going with the Christmas Carol. I have to imagine they're going to finish out everybody from that before they move on to a different property. But it makes sense. Keep it on going for the holiday season. It's our yearly holiday festivities. I can see that happening. But a fun figure right here, available at Jay's Toys and Games and other retailers still. Probably, if you're lucky, I believe the Horsemen are stopping selling this one for now. Wouldn't be shocked to see it come back. Wouldn't be shocked to see this as a retailer exclusive next year as well. But all in all, a fairly fun figure right here. Did it set my world on fire? Is it like a beautiful hairy bipedal creature or something? Not quite, but great for the Christmas season on display in your collection. And mine, I guess we'll say that too. So there it is, the Ghost of Christmas Past. What are your guys' thoughts on this one? A pick up, a pass, a long game, a no game, and I don't know what I'm doing with my life game. Maybe I should read the story game. Could be you as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content over on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Check out my book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstars series, available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and now on Kindle. Don't forget my TikTok channel, and of course, Sir Paul64 on the X, the _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for the Ghost of Christmas Past, I'm the Ghost of Christmas Current, and I'll see you guys all real soon. Merry Christmas.